Ah, shit. Here we go again.
So you got this chick named Kim that was dating this dude named Dante. Now, hold up before y'all say something crazy. No, it's not me, Dante. It's a whole nother dude named Dante. I ain't the only person that got this name Dante, all right? So anyway, Kim is dating this dude named Dante, and he ended up going to prison for 15 years for armed robbery, right? So when he get locked up, you know, they stayed in contact. She was holding him down for about 6 months. And then out of nowhere, she just stopped writing him, stopped picking up his calls, stopped putting money on his book. So she went cold turkey, right? So for the next, let's say, they gave him 7 years, 7 to 15. So he had to do a minimum of 7 years. However, his max was 15 years. So he was eligible for parole after 7 years. So unfortunately, he kept getting write-ups. He kept getting tickets. He was out of bounds. He was in places that he had no business being, where he supposed to be on one side of the prison. He'd get caught on the other side of the prison. Just get so many tickets, getting write-ups, right? So when he hit his 7 year and he was up for parole, they instantly denied him because they looking at his record like, yo, dog, you ain't learned nothing. So, nah, we'll see you in another 2 years. So, at this time, Kim, she out there, she living her life. She done got married. She got a kid that's about, the kid gotta be now 8, 9 years old. This is not his child, though. This is her, her new partner, child, whatever. So, she just living her life. So he up in prison, and he figured, like, I ain't never getting out of here, man. I ain't finna do right. He thought about, straightening his life up so he can get early parole or whatever, but he like, you know what, man, forget it. The longest they can keep me here is another 8 years. So I'm just going ahead and do it, whatever. So he fall off into the prison politics, and he's a convict now. Now, we're going to fast forward some years. So we're going to fast forward to about 7 more years. Now, a homeboy, I guess he riding his whole bid all the way out, meaning he going to do his max. So he got 1 more year to go. Now, Kim got a divorce from her husband for whatever reason. I'm thinking he maybe was cheating on her or whatever the case is. And, she finally divorced her husband. Now, what she got out of this marriage is her 14-year-old daughter, right? Now, at this time, Kim and her daughter is really, really close. Like, they do everything. Mama and daughter, us against the world type deal, right? Now, the daughter is in cheerleading also, okay? She's a team captain. And her mama is heavily involved with her. So, out of the blue, mama get a call. Kim get a call. And she like, hello? This is a prepaid call from Dante. Do you accept the charges? So, she like, Dante? Who the heck is Dante? So, she accepted. Hello? Hey, what's up, Kim? Do I know you? Yeah, this Dante, man. Your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend. She like, oh, what's up, man? What's up? Hey, how you been doing? He like, man, girl, I'm about to come home next year. I'm about to come home. Like, what you got going on, baby? She like, a lot been going on. I've been married. I done got divorced. I got a daughter. They just catching up or whatever. So he like, all right, listen, do me a favor, put some money on your books, because I actually got I'm using somebody else's phone. So, I would like to keep talking to you, whatever. And she was like, okay, well, I guess I could do that. So he was like, matter of fact, this what you do. This is a JPay, and he just giving her the whole rundown so they can stay in contact. So she's like, all right, cool. So they talk a little bit more and they get off the phone, right? So now he got it in his head like, okay, I'm going to talk to her, and he got in his mind, he just going to pick up where he left off at when he got locked up, right, dealing with Kim. So the months to go on, they caking it dang near every day on the phone, man. They talking every day. She let him know her day-to-day movement and what she got going on. He let her know what he got going on, which is really nothing. Dude been locked up for so long, he ain't even get his GED. He ain't learned nothing, okay? So he telling her like, so, are we gonna be together, whatever? She was like, no, I ain't really trying to get into no relationship right now or anything, but, I'ma still hold you down. He was like, all right, no pressure, whatever. So now he got 2 months left in his bed, right? Now they talking like, okay, yeah, we're gonna try to work it out. We're gonna work it out. And he telling her like, I ain't really got no place to live at. And since we've been talking, I think that, we should move in together, whatever. So she like, yeah, but I got my 14-year-old daughter here, and all she knows is her dad. I ain't really date nobody since him. And he like, listen, I totally get it. I understand, but I really want to be with you, and I just want to show you that I'll be dedicated to you and your daughter. So she like, okay, let me just think about it some more. He like, all right, no pressure, right? Now, here's the thing. It's time for him to get out. A couple of days before he get out, she tells like, okay, yeah, I thought about it, and I think we are probably moving too fast. Let's date a little when you get out, and, then we'll see about us moving in together. So he like, all right, bet. So he say, well, can you like pick me up? So you the first person I want to see, and then you can drop me off to my mama house. So she was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. We can do that. Bet. So he get released, and she there to pick him up. They hug each other. He tried to kiss her on the lips, but she turned her face, and he catch her on the cheek. He say, okay, I see. No pressure. I ain't all right. So they get in the car and they drive, and she's like, what you want to eat? You want something to eat? He like, man, listen, man, I got this whole list. I want some KFC original chicken. I want me a Dorito Loco, like 3 Dorito Loco Supreme tacos from Taco Bell. I got to get me a Whopper with extra onions with cheese. I got to. And I got to give me some Church's chicken, because I've been fiending for some Church's chicken. So she was like, okay, man, all right. So they hit all these restaurants up, man, and he eating good, right? So as the time is going on, she like, okay, so I got to pick my daughter up from cheerleader practice, and I'm gonna have to drop you off to your mama house. He like, oh, okay, cool. Let me call my mom right quick. She give him the phone. He dialed some numbers, and he like, hey, ma, you at home? Yeah. Okay. All right, ma. All right. Love you. Right? He had the phone. He said, okay, listen, my mama, she thought I supposed to got released next week, and she's out of town right now. So, I really ain't got nowhere to go. And, I ain't got no money or whatever. She was like, well, do you got any cousins or anybody? He was like, nah, I mean, when I got locked up, man, that was it, man. Everybody abandoned me, man. And then when he said that, a look came on her face, because she abandoned him too, right? And he looked at her, he was like, oh, no, that wasn't for you. That was for my family, man. I understand we was young or whatever, but, that's all forgiven. So she was like, okay, well, I guess you could come with us till we figure it out. So he like, all right. So they get to the high school, and the mama goes in, and he comes in with her, and the mama like, talking to the ladies, and they like, so who is the guy over there? She was like, oh, that's just my friend. He just got out the joint, whatever. They was like, what, you got you a jailbird? And she was like, no, it ain't nothing like that, and stuff like that, right? So the daughter come up to the mama and was like, okay, I'm ready to go. So she's like, all right. So as they walk in, he walked with her. She was like, hey, Ma, you know this guy? She was like, oh, listen, this is my friend, Dante or whatever. And again, y'all, she ain't talking about me. It ain't me. All right. So she's like, yeah, this is my friend Dante. And he like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, I'm okay, I'm fine. And he was like, oh, okay. So usually the daughter get in the front seat naturally. So when they get to the car, he opened the door and he jumped in the front seat, right? And the daughter is standing there like, what's going on? And he like, oh, you know, I'm kind of tall. I got to stretch my legs. And she was like, okay, whatever. So she get in the back seat, right? So they just drive in, and the daughter is talking to the mama like what happened at cheer practice, whatever. And dude like butting in like, oh, so like how does that work? Like how did this and that work? Dealing with the cheerleader talk, right? And the girl like, I don't really know you like that, so I don't really feel comfortable talking to you like that. And he like, no, that's okay. It's all good. We good or whatever. So the mama like, okay, stop being rude to him or whatever. So she like, I'm not being rude. I mean, he just asking questions that, you know, it's kind of weird or whatever. So he like, no, it's okay. It's straight. She don't know me. I don't know her. It's all good. I ain't tripping off that. So now they pull up to the house and the daughter get out and the you know, the mama like, hey, I'll be in the house in a minute. So the daughter go in the house, right? So it's about 8 o'clock right now, 8 o'clock at night. So she like, so what you gonna do? He like, man, I don't know. My mom's ain't coming. She ain't coming to next week. And, you know, I ain't got nowhere to go or whatever. So she was like, I guess you could sleep in the basement today. I guess. He was like, okay, shoot. I'm good as long as you got a couch down there. She like, yeah, it's decked out. It's you know, it's decent down there. It's a couch, it's a bathroom down there. It's all good. He like, all right, I thank you. I appreciate you. So the mama like, but listen, I don't want my daughter knowing that you here. Okay, so just I'm gonna sneak you in and you just be quiet, all right? He like, I bet. Say less. So now how her house is, she got a basement, the main floor, and the top floor, right? So I guess you could say she got 2 stories, whatever. So they room is at the top, on the top floor, whatever. So she go upstairs and she talking to her daughter while he sneak in the basement. So he go down there, right? And the mama just talking to her about cheerleader practice. And, you know, the daughter asks her question about the dude. Like, man, who is dude? Like, you know, who this jail looking dude? And she was like, oh, that was just my friend. You know, he just got out today. And, you know, I just picked him up and, you know, we were just catching up. I used to actually date him before I met your father and all this and that. And she was like, oh, okay, well, all right, whatever. Now, the mama did not tell the daughter. She was, you know, that Dante was in the basement, whatever. So nothing eventful happened. Besides the mama going downstairs and telling him, okay, look, I'm about to go to bed. And, you know, if you got to use the bathroom, it's right there. And, you know, that's it. So he like, all right, bet. So she go upstairs and she go to her room, keep her door open because her room is right across the hall from her daughter's room, right? So she ended up going to sleep. About 4 o'clock in the morning, Dante get thirsty, right? And he creep upstairs. Now, when he creeped upstairs, this dude had his shirt off and he was just basically in his dang boxer. So he figured he don't know the layout of this house. So what he does is he go upstairs, he open the cabinet, right? And he get him a glass and he get him some water, right? When he turn, he hear a loud scream. And it's the daughter. She like, get out of my house, get out of my house, get out of my house, right? And she's screaming. He like, wait. She like, get out of my house. And she run, right? So the mama, as she's running upstairs, the mama running out of her room. Like, what the heck going on? She like, it's a man in the house. It's a man. That dude Dante in the house. That dude. She like, call the police, right? So the mama like, no, wait. She like, just calm down. She like, what you mean, calm down? It's a stranger in the house. So Dante is standing at the bottom of the stairs, looking upstairs like, hey, I'm sorry, man. I wanted to get some water, whatever. So the mama calming her down like, listen, I told him he could spend the night in the basement. And the daughter like, why? Why is he here? Like, why is he even here for? So she tell her, like, just calm down. Listen, he's here because, his mom is not in state right now. She got a state or whatever. And he needed a place to stay. So I told him he could stay in the basement. And I told him to stay in the basement, but I guess he needed to get some water or whatever. So he's like, I'm so sorry. I apologize. She was like, but you go put some clothes on? And he's standing there in this dang boxes, right? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. My bad. So then he goes downstairs, right? So he go downstairs. The mama and her is sitting in the living room, and he come upstairs. So they having a meeting. So she say, okay, listen, daughter, he going to stay here for a couple of days, but he going to stay in the basement. Don't tell your father because you know how your father is. And so she like, okay, whatever. Oh, whatever, man. So they got that taken care of. So he like, okay. Now, this is where it's finna get real funny, y'all. So the daughter go upstairs and she get in the bed. And the mama go upstairs and Dante go back downstairs in the basement. Do y'all remember earlier when he asked her to use the phone and to call his mama? Well, the lady Kim, she opened her phone up because something just didn't seem right. She just had something just came over her like something ain't right, man. Something is not right. How your mama not gonna know she gonna, miss your out day a whole week? Nah, something ain't right. So she go on her phone and she trying to find the number, right? She trying to find the number that Dante supposedly called the mama. And she only made like 5 calls, so she didn't know if there's a random number in here, but she can't find it. So she like, man, what the heck? Why? Hold up. So she's like, I'll figure this out tomorrow. So she go to bed. The daughter go off to school about 7:50, right? She go get on the bus. So the mama get up. She go down to the basement, and Dante is down there working out. He doing push-ups and sit-ups. He like, oh, hey, how you doing, Kim? She like, hey, did you talk to your mom? He was like, I ain't got no cell phone. She was like, oh, okay. Hey, so I was going through my phone, and I noticed that your mom's number wasn't in the phone. He was like, yeah, I erased it. She was like, why did you do that? He was like, oh, I don't know. I just, when I was locked up, I guess I got a bad habit of when, I use somebody's phone, I delete numbers because, in prison, dudes will try to call back and try to talk to your people, which is true, y'all. So he said, yeah, my bad. It ain't nothing. She was like, oh, okay, that's cool, whatever, right? Now, she's like, okay, listen, you can come upstairs, okay? But when my daughter get back, she should be here around 3:30, okay? When she get back, you got to go to the basement. Or when she come in, just let her know, like, you here so you don't startle her because I got to go to work. So he like, all right. He was like, what time you get off work? She said 5 o'clock. He said, okay, bet. Now, this is where the story is about to go crazy, right? So as soon as she leaves the house, he bolts upstairs and he looking through the front window, watching her pull out the driveway. As soon as she go down the street and she out of his view sight, he runs upstairs and he go through her drawers, right? He going through her drawers. He find some jewelry. He put that in his pocket. And now he looking at her TVs and stuff. So now he go to the daughter room. And this is where he out cold. You see, Kim mama died some years back and left her a diamond ring, right? So Kim mama left Kim the diamond ring, and since Kim was already married, she just gave her daughter her mama's diamond ring, right? Guess what Dante do? He takes the diamond ring too. So now what he does, he find like $400 that's in Kim's top dresser or whatever. He put that in his pocket, and he go downstairs and he start making him some food. So he eat good. He stole about $400. He stole Kim's jewelry. He stole Kim's daughter diamond ring that was passed down from grandmama, right? And he dips. So the daughter come home And, she ain't really paying attention to nothing. She ain't really looking for, she don't notice nothing out of the ordinary, except for, like, this dishes all over the counter or whatever. So she like, okay, whatever. So she goes to the basement door. She opens. She like, hey, Dante, you down there? Dante. She don't hear nothing. So she's like, okay, whatever. So then she called her mama. Hey, ma, is Dante here? She was like, he's supposed to. She was like, well, he ain't here. So she was like, oh, okay. All right, well, I guess he maybe stepped out or whatever. So the mama was like, something don't seem right. The number, something just don't seem right. So she tell her boss, like, hey, I need to go home and check something real quick. So I'm going to take the day off. So the boss like, all right, bet. All right, cool. Jess, I'll see you tomorrow, right? So the mama go home, right? And she called for her daughter. Her daughter like, hey, ma. She like, Dante ain't show up. She was like, no, he ain't showed up. He ain't been here since I got here. So she said, okay. So she like, he ain't got no cell phone, nothing? She was like, no, he ain't got no cell phone. So she was like, okay. So the mama said something really was heavy on her. She was like, let me go upstairs and check something. So she go in her room, and her room is ransacked. And she like, what the? And she instantly went to her drawer, right? And she seen, because her drawers was already pulled out somewhat. And she went to the top drawer, and the money was gone. And she looked over here where her jewelry usually be at. Her jewelry was gone. So her heart just sank. Like, I can't believe this. I know Dante did this. I know he did this. Right? So the daughter comes in the room like, oh my God, mama, what happened? What happened? She was like, I think Dante robbed us. Call the police. So the daughter get on the phone. She called the police and said, hey, there's this guy named Dante that just robbed us. And he just got out of prison or whatever. So they like, okay, we finna send a unit there or whatever. So police pulls up. The mama go tell the daughter go check her room. She see that her room is ransacked, and she noticed that the diamond ring is gone too. So when the police pull up, they tell them like, yeah, they like, so how you know him? She was like, well, I knew him back in the day. We dated, and he just got out of prison yesterday. And I said he could stay here until his mama get out of town or whatever. But it turns out that he never contacted her. And, I did leave him here, and I told him, just stay in one place. But when I left, I guess he robbed us, right? So they said, okay, we're going to put an APB out on him or whatever. And see what comes up. We'll go case a couple pawn shops. Right when he said pawn shops, they got an alert on y'all know how when they be talking to them on they walkie-talkies. So they say, yo, we basically got a suspect at the pawn shop that's basically being argumentative with the pawn shop owner. They hit a silent button, whatever. So they was like, we'll be back, right? So lo and behold, they pull up, and Dante is the one at the pawn shop going off because he felt like they trying to cheat him out of the jewelry he trying to pawn. So the police roll up in there. Long story short, they end up arresting him and putting him in the back of the patrol car and bringing him back over here to Kim's house. So she identified him like, yeah, that's Dante, right? So she come to the squad. They're like, why would you do that, man? Why did you rob us? And he wouldn't say nothing at all, right? So now we're gonna put an ending to it right there, okay? Because there's really no need to go no further with the story. Long story short, they end up giving him 3 years for stealing the jewelry or whatever, and it wasn't no breaking and entering, so he didn't get no enhanced charges, or he ain't had no weapon, nothing. He just, they just gave him 3 years because of his prior record. Here's the thing, y'all. You women out there that, y'all might have dated these guys years ago when y'all was teenagers, whatever, and now that, you don't know who this guy is now. You don't know what stresses and what type of situations this dude been into. Just because you know somebody when y'all was a kid and they went to prison, you think they're the same person. They are not the same person. And unfortunately, me and this dude share the same name, Dante. Ain't that a trip? Anyway, y'all, do me a favor if y'all haven't done it already. Make sure y'all hit the like button for your big partner, Donta, okay? And share this video, because hopefully there might be a woman out there that might hear this video and be like, you know what? Let me just take a step back. I'm not going to allow this man, especially if I got kids in the house, to come living up under me. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this video. And with that, y'all, I'm out. Welcome to the Donta Show Network, where you get your daily fix of crazy stories presented to you by King Donta. Okay, YouTube family, we done reached 100K followers in 2 years. Now let's get to 1 million. If you want me to promote your business, your product, your social media channel, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, OnlyFans, whatever it is, if you got a movie on Tubi, right, and you want me to promote that, all you have to do is text this number that's on the screen right there, all right?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.